Hello everyone, I'm here. How are you guys? You can chat in the YouTube chat, or you can also chat in Discord if you want to connect. We have a Discord channel, I can give you the address. I pasted now the address for the Discord channel in the chat. So in case you want to, you want to speak there. This one is the 10th live stream that we do. It means that we have worked about 10 days on this thing, and yes, we are proceeding well. The last time we did good progress overall. We managed to complete the talk interaction, which was one of the objectives of the first demo we want to have. And yes, and so now we will continue today maybe with a quest system, because I think that being able to have also the quest system up and running could be very, very useful. Obviously we still miss the UI, but it's not too bad. I was just checking one of the people that started to contribute that is managed to add some chat functionality, so I was just checking it now. I've not been working on Unreal since we last met, so I've been away for 2 days, so I couldn't really stream or work on the game. So we are restarting basically from where we left in the last stream number 9. Okay, Cyborg, are you watching? If you're watching, I think it would be nice to just know if you can check in the changes that you did to the chat, so maybe we can test them live in live on stream in Unreal. If you are listening, let me go back and check where we were. Okay, so this is our Unreal project. You can see my screen. Let me just check what I checked in, what I didn't check in the last time. Okay, so the only thing that are not checked in are just the ini file and the bat file, which actually we don't need. All the rest is checked in. Yes. So Cyborg, if you want to check in what you have done, if you have done it on top of the existing project, maybe we could even test it live. Okay. Do you think you can check it in, or is because I would like to study a bit what you did, and maybe we can enable it. Is it working? Is it working multiplayer or not? I mean, is a fake one or is a real one? Maybe it's a better question. Is it just say kind of a mock-up to show that it works, or do you think it's already kind of working multiplayer? Okay, so let's review quickly where we were, because I think it's important to restart from where we stopped. So we launch the server and the client, and we will review the point where we left. Hello, Tua. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Okay, we logged in, we join in the game as our usual character. We go to the blacksmith and we see if everything is still working as it was the last time. Okay, let's go. Let me just advertise also on Facebook, so maybe someone will join. Okay, I will advertise on Facebook. I never use Facebook so much like in the last 2 weeks. I don't use it. I don't use it much, but I think it's a good way, let's say, to advertise the stream and tell people what we are doing here. So I think it's a good way to bring people in. I say streaming number 9. No, it should be number 10, right? Yeah, number 10. Number 10 is the 10th stream. Okay, I just published it. Also, I published as myself. I have to publish it on the plan shift page. One second. I'm just doing the post on the plan shift page. Yes. Yes, this is what I wanted to do. This is exactly what I wanted to do. Okay. So if you have any ideas, I mean, if you want me to do something specific, or if you think that a certain functionality should come before another, let me know. Let me know so that maybe we can decide together what to do next. My idea is what to do next is to have the quest system properly working like it was in the previous plan shift, and so ensure that we get the quest as well in. But okay, let's review what we did. Basically, now if we go close to to an NPC, whatever NPC, this NPC, we get this menu which is popped up. Okay, the menu is pretty ugly, I know, but it's just a test, and then we can fix the graphics. The icons are actually taken from our previous icons that we had in the old game. And two of the icons are actually working. One is the description, which if you click it brings up some information about the NPC, but I didn't really make the window pretty, so if I click it now you will see a lot of text on screen and it will not really work well. And then we have the talk button. The talk is basically, if I click it, I send a message, whatever I have here in the text, I send a message to this NPC which can respond. So if I say, for example, hi, I should get back a message. At least I was getting back a message the last time. What happened? The server went down, I think. So if I click it with an empty message, something bad happens. Okay, this is something that we have to fix. I click it once without any message, and actually the server went down. So this we can fix pretty easily. I mean, we can do a check client side, but I think we should also do a check server side, ensuring that the message is there, right? So we are actually sending something. I think yes. We assume that the message is not empty, while it may be empty. Yeah, that's the point. That's the whole point too. Is to have people join the effort, so I don't have to do it all by myself like I did up to now, nearly. So it's yeah, it's important that people can see that we are doing stuff. They get excited again, and they join, and we continue. We bring up plane shift again to the glory it deserves. The glory it deserves, to the ancient glory. So yeah, the point is that if I say hi and I click on this thing, she answers hello, and then it says player name because this is a variable we didn't fix yet. If I say greetings, is exactly the same. She answers the same, and so on, right? If I say other things, like I think there is a trigger now which is called gold ore for whatever reason, right? But anyway, you see she answers something different. So this proves that we can already use the old code for the question and answer. Okay. Now, the first thing I would like to fix maybe is this player name, right? This player name, she says something like this because we are actually interpreting the script after it comes out of the database. Right now, we are not doing it yet. So what we have to do is to ensure that, that we interpret it properly. So if you look at the old code, actually, oh no, we can look at a new one as well, because in the new one, I think I already had the text. So I already had the function they were missing. I put it in a comment. Right now, I just have to remember where we were, because it's like few days, 5 days or so. I'm not really working on this, but I think here it is. So substitute. You see, the substitute keyword is the function where we change, for example, player name, player race, sir, his, her, I mean, time, whatever, right? So there is the function that is doing it, and actually this function is called by let me check. It's called by this execute script, and at the moment we are not calling this. We have to call it, but we are not calling it yet. So we need to call this execute script, which is doing a bunch of stuff. Let me see. Okay, here it is. That is where you see we put some you fix me, a number of you fix me, where we say the old code was executing and escaping the response. The old code was also showing a menu and checking the prerequisite. The old code was using NPC dialog menu to display different options. Hello, Soup. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. So these are the three things that we are not doing yet, and we have to do. And there is here a bit of the code that is already the one that we take from the old plan shift, which is doing this thing. So we were basically executing the script, right? We have this function, I think. So let's try to deep dive a bit into this, okay? Let's try to use this thing. So if there is a response, obviously it makes sense only if there is a response. If there is no response, we're not going to do anything. So it is a time t instead of csticks, and we want to execute the script on the current actor. Okay, so on the client, basically. In our case, the client is me, so the character is me. So if we pass, instead of this, we pass in me, is exactly the same. And then we want the target NPC, which in our case here is called NPC. Right? So we pass on me, NPC, and then we call this function. Now the second part, I don't know exactly what it does. It says if delay is different than -1. So if there is basically a delay and there is a response menu, then I show the menu. Okay, so I have, yes, if there is a menu to display, I show the menu to display. I don't know exactly what this delay is, but probably there is I think there was a calculation from the script based on the length of the phrase of the time that was needed for the NPC to actually pronounce that phrase. Okay, so and it was putting in kind of a delay so they look at more natural. I think is what we did, right? What we did. Maybe we can do the same. I was just reading the chat of Unreal Engine. Someone is saying, I want to make a server where users can log in and see a gigantic cube. I call it a MOO, Massive Online Object. Lol. Okay, so let's see. First of all, we have to change this execute script because it's no more taking gem objects, but it's taking APS characters, right? We converted basically everything that was gem objects. We converted it to APS character. We should change the function, and we should also change the signature, right? The declaration of this thing. So you see here in the H file, we change also the signature. Okay. Now, what is it, the execute script doing actually? So let's try to analyze it a bit, okay? Because I don't remember what it does, so I need to check it. Just a second. Yeah, because I'm trying to, in the meantime, what I was trying to do is to set up a test server for the old Planeshift game, and I'm having some issue. Really in configuring it, and so I was searching for some help. So the problem I have, sorry, just a second. I try to explain to this guy the problem. When I do if up VLAN 0, I get this. And what I get is basically the ACP discover. Let me go here for a second. So the ACP discover Wi-Fi, no, WLAN 0 Debian. I'm trying to configure this thing, and I was trying to do it in the previous days, but man, it was not possible. Yeah, I'm getting this. Okay, maybe this guy who can help me while I continue with you. Okay, so what were we doing? We were checking this. We were checking this execute script. So time delay, let's check what it does. Okay, time delay, say command, there should be delayed 2-3 seconds to simulate typing. Yes, this is what, well, it's not to simulate typing, it's actually to simulate speaking, but I don't know. Active quest -1 is by default, voice number, not default voice yet. And Elios, are you listening to me, by the way, in stream? I don't know if you're watching the stream. If you're watching the stream, just tell me so I can avoid typing and I can just speak to you. So here we have again a run, which is target and player. We have to change also this one because we cannot accept anymore gem MPC. We have to accept. We have to use our APS character. So we just put APS character maybe. APS character. Everything is to be converted to APS character. This one. Hello, why is not? Okay. Why my Control V doesn't work is interesting. Okay. It's taking it from the other screen, really? Nice. Just a second. Are you listening to the stream? Okay. Okay, if you're listening to the screen, I can to the stream. I can just speak to you. It's a bit easier than typing, so I can do both things at the same time. You're asking what if I have a desktop environment? No, unfortunately, I decided to, but I can redo it. It doesn't take me much to redo it. I decided to download only the server side, and so I don't have a desktop. If I try to to download the desktop. Obviously I cannot because I don't have the Wi-Fi properly connected. So I was trying to apt-get install GNOME or something like this, and it didn't work. Okay, because it's not. I mean, I don't have an internet connection, so it's pretty bad. Okay, let's go to this action response OP and see if we can get. Wait a second. Run inside APS response. Why is doing this? Oh yeah, no, it's not working. Wait a second. APS AOP response. Yes, I did. I configured this WPA supplicant manually. So I did the manual configuration of the key of the secure key. I put the secure key inside the config file. So ATC networks, no, ATC interface networks, something like this. I put it there. It seems to be okay. Yes, it's WPA. So yes, I placed the WPA in it, and yes, I did. I did the WPA as well, but it's not. It's just giving me that error all the time. It's WPA, yes, PKS, whatever it is. Okay, sorry, I'm doing two things at the same time. It may be a bit confusing for the people listening. But we have to find this run. We have to find this run operation. Okay, so it's response operation run. Where do I have this? It's inside dictionary. APS response. No, sorry. What was it? Say response operation. Response operation. Response operation. Response operation. We have to find the response operation. Response operation is no, it's not here. Interesting. Response operation. What the hell is this? Helios, you are suggesting me to look at what? At the var log syslog? That's a good one. Maybe I can check that. It says exactly what I pasted. It says exactly what I pasted to you in the script. So it says DXCP discover WLAN 0. Like if it's not finding, if it's not able to connect, I don't know. Okay, so let's try to find this thing. Response operation. Okay, I think I will just wait the assign quest response OP. This is the one that we have to search, right? Assign quest response OP. Copy. Assign quest response OP. Public response operation. So I think that all the run functions have to be changed now. Oh my god, yeah, for everything. Yes. Because we have gem-npc and gem-actor everywhere, you know, and this should always be APS character for all of them. We have like a million here. Maybe what we can do, we can just do a mass replace, because I see that they are all identical, so they are always like this. Who target, let me check, who target, yeah, I think it is like this, right? So we can probably just do a mass substitution on this file. Could be a good idea. probably okay. Okay, so let's do this mass substitution. Maybe it's better if I speak with you only on the chat, otherwise it's too confusing for people. So we substitute this gem actor, gem npc, gem actor target. We substitute it with APS character who, and then APS character target. Okay, we do it in the current document. We do it in the current document only. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we substitute them all. I'll do this as well, right? 24. Wow. It's pretty big. Now we do it also in the CPP, right? Dictionary.cpp. We do the same substitution, exactly the same. Why I lost it? Why? Why I lost the previous substitution? Okay. We can probably go down here and search for the first error. They will all be the same. Even if here are different, I think it's not called who, but it's called who. Who client target? No, there is a different one. We need the who gem actor. These ones we need. These ones we need. 22. Why 22 and not 24? Interesting. Let's try to recompile and see what it says. Okay. Okay, it's compiling. No, I cannot paste. I don't know. Is there an IRC? No, I cannot paste. Also, I don't have. I think I have to install the desktop. I think I should just. You know what I should do, Helios? I should probably just download again the whole thing with a desktop. Otherwise, I cannot even copy paste. It's very annoying. Okay. Okay, we did the mass substitution. The problem now is that this mass substitution is requiring some functions that we don't have on APS character. Should not be too many, but I think there are definitely a few that we don't have on APS character. So what we need to do, you see, like for example here, before it was gem actor. Okay, well, all the player get client can be substituted just by player. This we can also do a mass substitution, because anyway, yes, we can do this. We can do this. Current document, all of them. Okay, 4 occurrences. Then we have this NPC dialog pointer. This one doesn't exist anymore. Now it's called, I think we called it NPC dialog, if I'm not mistaken. NPC dialog, yes. NPC dialog. So all these entries we can change to target NPC dialog, right? All of them. Okay, it was only one. Okay. Okay, it was only one. Mass substitution didn't really help. Then what else we have? We have a lot of errors here. After that change, we have a lot of errors. We have who get NPC dialog, so this one is the same as this one. So, but with who instead of target. So who and who, and I think this one also we can do mass replacement. Okay, these are 8. Very good. Then we can have target get client. Target get client, I think it should only be target. We don't have a client anymore, so target get client should only be target. Replace all, and maybe let's try to, yes, target get character data should just be target. Should just be target, and I would say the same as who get character data. If it exists, it should be also who only, right? Yeah, there are 3. Okay, let's try to recompile now and see what it says. Okay. Yeah, we redo it. Okay, it's compiling. It's compiling, boys. Hey, if you just joined, welcome to the stream. If you want to type anything in the chat, that would be good for me, so I know you are there and we can get this thing a bit more interactive. Okay, so it's just not me speaking, but it's also you speaking a bit. I need to get a new Debian image meanwhile. I don't know if I can download and stream at the same time. Hopefully yes. I need to get this ISO for, because I'm making another machine meanwhile where we can have a test server. Okay, so let's see if it compiled. No, there are still a few issues here. Quite a number of issues. Target get client num. I don't think we have this. I think that all these send messages, unfortunately, we will have to change. I think we need to think a bit. Get NPC pointer. There is a bit of stuff we have to do, or we have to think. We have to think how we want to do this, because most of these messages. There is quite a bit we need to convert here. Let me just download this thing so that we download this ISO. I think it's pretty big, it's 2 gigabytes, but I have a good internet now, so it should not take too much. I have to take this one. It's 1.3 gigabytes. You should tell me if it's how big is the difference. This GNOME is 1.3 gigabytes. The LXDE that you are suggesting Helios is LXD. No, you're suggesting LFC is 400 megabyte less. I mean, I can do it. If you think this one is easier, I can do it. I can take this one. GNOME will be okay. Okay, let's get GNOME. I mean, GNOME I think is fine. I don't know. I like GNOME. We are a fantasy game, so we are a fantasy game, so we get a fantasy desktop, a fantasy thingy. So it's downloading now. It's downloading this big thing, 1.3 gigabytes. So you should tell me if the quality of the stream is getting bad now. I mean, if you cannot hear me anymore or whatever, or if something is going bad. Just tell me, okay? Because I don't want the quality of the stream to I don't want the quality of the stream to get too bad. Okay, so what we have to think here is that now that we exchanged APS character everywhere in this file, okay, and the majority of the variable response op and all the commands, right, that are executing things on the server side, we obviously got a number of errors because the old system was using these gem objects, and we have to change that. So for example, one thing that this thing is doing, the system message, is trying to get the get client number, which is no more valid, you know, in our case. Now what we can do maybe is just to, let me see, what is the first parameter. The first parameter is uint32. So or we delete this, or so what we should do here, should we just change this target to this get client num to a random number, or should we just for now comment out the system message? The system message is basically like you received blah blah blah, or you have received this item, no? So this is when you basically receive an item from an NPC. And it's sending you the message, and then it's sending you also the actual item, right? Sending you the message on screen. Now I don't think we will use this anymore at all, so this line I think we can probably even just comment, right? Just comment out or transform it. I don't have a, let me check if I have in the code conversion, I have, well, I have this one, but no, we don't have the other one. We don't have the system message. I think the system message, we should completely forget it. We may forget it. So I'm just a bit, I mean, I don't know exactly what is the best way, you know, to just put a random number for now and put a u fix me. Maybe we can do this. We can just put a u fix me. Let's do this. We don't need this now, so let's not make our life harder than it already is, right? So let's say you fix me, and then we put just a parameter like 1. Okay, we don't care really about the number, because this function will not be called anyway. So will not be called anyway, so it's fine. And we can say yes, we can say was target get client num, right? And I place just a 1 again, so it's fine. I think we can do this, and we can do this. Okay. So at least this piece will compile. I think we can do the same for all the other. I think it will be many of the system messages that we are sending to the client. Let's go up and see if there are any others. No, there are a lot of say and a lot of substitute keyword. Okay, let's try to fix this. It seems there are a lot. So the substitute keyword is also taking a client. In our case, it's no more a client, but it is our target, right? So let's say it is our target. So I have to change this function somehow. Yes, client player is no more client player, is APS character player. And I would like to do the same also in the declaration. It's not here, substitute keywords. Okay. I thought it was, but it's not. No, it's in PS and PC dialog, so it's here. Okay. And so we say APS character. Now we're getting a bit deep, you know, because this thing is calling probably other functions and other functions and other functions. And so we have a bit of a cascade effect here. So that's what we are hitting now. But I think there is no way out, so we have to do it. We have to do it this way. By the way, it's nearly completed already. Wow. I already downloaded 1.3 gigabyte. I'm amazed by my new internet. Really amazed. Really amazed. So I will reinstall this thing. Winamp, X detected. No, we don't care. Autoplay, we don't care. Debian, GNU Linux, we don't care. Okay. Yes, Elios, maybe we will update it this year. Could be, but for now, I really had a lot of trouble in compiling it in the other version, in the Ubuntu version, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to. I want to be as compatible as possible. I don't want to lose more time. I already lost so much time on this, and I don't want to lose more time. I lost like, I don't know, 20 hours just trying to fix it somehow. So I'm just closing the server and the client. We don't need. Let me just. I'm doing two things in parallel, as you have understood, but sometimes it's needed. So I want to launch this. I want to launch this thing. Hopefully it will not mess up with the stream too much. And I want to take this image, which is GNOME desktop, yes, and I want to burn it into my. I want to burn it into this 2 gigabyte. Hopefully it will be enough, but let's see. So I'm burning this image into this disk, right? I have to just be sure I do it right, otherwise I will override my hard disk. And bye bye live. Okay. Yes, okay. Okay, it's burning the image of the Debian into the USB so that we can use later to install. Okay, going back here, so we compile. There are still a lot of errors, in particular the substitute string, target, NPC dialog, substitute keyword. Why doesn't like it? Because we didn't change the declaration? I think we did. Why doesn't like it? APS character, right? We did APS character here and we did APS character here. So why doesn't like it? APS character string. What I'm doing wrong? APS character string. APS character string. Okay. And he's saying that. What is he saying? He's saying that player is not recognized. I think we have to wait until he sends to get smart to do it. This thing is still burning. Do we have 0 errors or what? Or is IntelliSense being super slow? Is IntelliSense being super slow? Okay. We still have few errors, huh? Quite a bit. So we have solved that one, but we have few others here, like for example, send multiple audio file hashes. Okay, I mean, most of this will change, but I think that just for the sake of fixing it, we can just change the declaration and just move on. Set action. This one looks like, yes, this one is one of those functions that we had in our gem actor and we don't have in our psCharacter, so that we have to move. We have to move here if we really want. So this one was setting the animation. So based on, for example, you say hello to an NPC, the NPC wants to send back an hello, but he also wants to bow, to play an animation. So what we are doing here is basically to say that he has to play that animation. So I think we can keep the logic the same, so that is the server side deciding what the NPC is doing, right? So I think we can keep it exactly the same. Just that the set action will play an animation in the Unreal Engine way and not in the old PlaneShift way. So I think we can keep it. We just have to add it, because this set action, if I go in the old code, I think in the old code, let me check, set action. Yes, I think we are exactly in the same place, right? Action response of. Remember that the widescreen is the old PlaneShift code, and the black screen is the Unreal Engine code. Okay, I mean, it's PlaneShift inside Unreal Engine. So, and sometimes I'm comparing the two because I want to understand how it works in the old one and move it to the new one. So you see this set action. I don't think we have. So go to definition. Let's say should be inside gem actor. I don't think it's gem object because well, objects maybe can have animations. It is possible. How are you people, by the way? Are you okay? How has been your week? I mean, even if you are still Thursday, but how has been your week? Um, so why didn't bring me to? Okay, because it gave me these two options at the bottom. So set action inside. Yes, set gem actor. Okay, so we have to add this. We have to add this to our psCharacter, a psCharacter in Unreal. Right? So we go to psCharacter definition or declaration or whatever, and which, well, I think it's easier if I go here. psCharacter. Why there's no psCharacter here? psCharacter loader. There should be a psCharacter as well, but I don't see it. Big blind, whatever. So anyways, here psCharacter. So psCharacter, we have to search. No, I can just go here. psCharacter. Why? Sorry, I'm looking at something wrong. Okay. I was looking at the wrong file. So psCharacter. So here there should be already some functions that we added, taking them from gem actor, because I remember we did it. Keep reference thing is from NPC originally in gem NPC. You see. So this one was originally in gem NPC, and we moved it. We moved it here. Right? We moved it here. So I think we can do the same. Let me see if there is any under public. Where is public? It's the beginning, obviously. Yeah, it's the beginning. Stupid question. So I think we can keep this one between just before the protected. Right? It was protected, right? Yes. So we can put it here and say that this one has been taken from like it was originally in. We can say the same. It was originally in gem-actor. We can use just an f string. Let's stop this crazy character pointer, right? This is the time t, and then what we do, we declare it also inside the psCharacter.cpp. We put it here before load spells. I think if we search load spells, yes, we just put it before this one. I think would be, or do we put it at the bottom? I don't remember if I put it at the bottom before. No, because it's actually body manager. No, let's do it. Let's do it like this. Let's put it here. Even if I see that here we did it in alphabetical order, maybe. No, we didn't. Okay. Whatever. I can put it whatever. I mean, I can put it in any place. It's not. It's not the places. They were just trying to organize it somehow, but can it be the end of all the APS characters? Let's see. Maybe we do at the end. At the end of all the PS characters, saying that those are taken from gem. You know, so the APS character finishes here. It is add back text. I think we can put this one here, and I don't know if we want to say that it was in gem-actor, but we have it in the description, so as soon as we mouse over, it will tell us that it was in gem-actor. And now we go into the definition and we copy the content, okay, whatever it is. In this case, the content will not be really executable yet, because obviously we have, you know, different, so I would say if anim is empty, because there is an f string, so if anim is empty, return, and then this thing, I don't know if we have it or not, we will see. Action, I think all this has to be changed. So for now let's just put you fix me. We will fix it later. We cannot do it now. Okay, we cannot do it now. Commented for now. We don't have yet the game states. You know, why it doesn't like is empty? Is empty. Because he has the I uppercase. Okay. Okay, so for now at least we remove that error, which is nice. We removed one error now. Okay, our thing finished here, so we have the Debian image on the USB key. I can go and install it again. And I'm doing this in parallel with the Unreal development because I really want to have the test server up. So maybe a bit confusing for you, but it's something I really want to do. Okay. So let's recompile and see which errors we get. But I think we still have a lot of errors in dictionary and in for sure we have one here. Let's fix this one. So target get visibility. Yes, APS character has no get visibility. It did the same thing. So here we have a function that was on get visibility. It was on gem-actor, and now get visibility is basically if the character is invisible, right? Yeah, we will have the same in Unreal. I think our game masters and the admins will may be invisible, and they should be a server-side flag. Obviously, should not be a client-side. And yeah, so this function is still extremely relevant. It's still absolutely relevant to us. It's absolutely relevant to us. So I think we have to move it to our APS character the same way we did for the others. So we can move it. We also need to add a visible flag. Yes, so we go in psCharacter, we put this here, we say that this was originally in gmactor. I think it is, right? We are speaking gmactor here, right? Yes. And this visible, I think it's just a boolean, so just a simple boolean called visible. We can put it, I don't know, in protected, it can be okay, or in private. We can just say bool visible, and then do I have the was originally in gmactor. I think we can just say that. I want to keep the link to gmactor because if I look at the old code, it will help me, you know. But then we will do a pass where we are cleaning all this stuff. I don't think we need it later on, so I think we can just do it later. Okay. Okay. So let's try to recompile now and see if that error is going away. At least we should have a few less errors in dictionary. Yes, this one went away. In fact, well, let it recompile and see. We still have a lot of errors though. We still have a lot. I don't know why, but I think are all the ones that are related to gmactor. Sorry, just a second. Okay, so for example, this one, let's try to get some that is widely used. Okay, so that we like this say. For example, this say I think is used multiple times. So why is complaining about this one? It's complaining because APS character has no member say. Okay. There's no member say, so we need to decide. So this one, what is it used for? I think this one is just to send a message to. It's just to send a message to the client. I think we can keep it exactly the same. I don't want to change these things. I think it's good. I mean, we will have anyway some scripts that are like having an NPC say something to people, and I think it's exactly the same logic. No, we don't need to change this logic. This logic stays the same. So I think I need a say. Yeah, I need a say function on my APS character, right? Which, yeah, I think I need it. I think I need it. So this one should be exactly like it was in the old code. Exactly the same. So I think we can just get it from the old code. That's it. Hey, whoever joined, welcome to the stream. If you want to chat, you can register on the Google, register on Google or Google account, and you can then use the YouTube chat. If you don't register, you're not allowed to chat for some reason. There is no anonymous chat. There is no anonymous chat. Yeah. Okay, is here. So one is in gem.cpp. Well, the declaration is no, wait, no, not set action. It was say. Why? Okay, the definition is here. So this one is the definition. This one is the definition. We take it exactly as it is. Here we are in gem NPC. Yeah, you see the difference? I mean, the old code was really making a difference between NPC and player. So there were two separate classes. One was gem NPC and the other was gem player, which were having different capabilities. Now, how different? Okay, so because the question is if we should do it, right? If we should do it. The problem is, I think there is not that much more. Like the difference, I don't think is so amazing. I think that if you look at the functions like get attack ID, all this will be done differently in Unreal. So the attack, the combat, setup dialog, I think is the same. React to player approach maybe is yes, it's just for NPC. But the stamina calculation thing is for both. Lootable player, this is only for NPC, but I mean it's not too much stuff. Let's see how much it is. Send behavior, get the full behavior. Maybe we'll have to specialize later on and just split it into two classes. But you see, he ends here. He ends just here. So it's like 5 or 6 functions overall that are specific to an NPC. So if you put these 5 functions into our player and then we don't use them because it's not an NPC, I don't think we are doing a big design mistake, you know, at least not for now. Then we can split it later, but I think that for now it's kind of okay. I think it's kind of okay. So let's take this one. Let's take the say, right? We said that we have to take this one and put it into. I didn't take the description though. That's bad. I forgot to take the description in the previous one, right? I think we have all this nice text, and I think we should reuse it because it's a pity that we remove it. I think we should use the same. So let's move. We said inside a psCharacter, right? Let's. Yes, you see this one. I didn't put any. It's not good. I think I want to. You see how nice is this? So I think we should APS character. I think I should take the description. This becomes a time t. Const.char, I think we can have just an f string actually. Bool is bool, okay, and this one is fine. But so which other we brought in? We brought in set action, right? And we didn't take the description, the comments. So let's see. There was no description. That's fine. Okay. Then I didn't do any mistake. And the get visibility, let me see if there is a. There was also no description. Okay, that's fine. Okay. That's why I didn't take it. We can maybe then set it here. Improve the description and the comments in this file, but who cares? So psCharacter H, psCharacter.cpp. So here we can copy the content of set action. Let's see if I can go in the description, go to definition. We take no. Stop me when I do stupid things. It's not set action. Set action we did already. We have to take say, right? Wow, say is a big one, huh? Say is a big one. Look at this. He has a lot of stuff we have to convert. We can also decide to do it later, but maybe this one we do it now because it may be fun to do it and to complete this. So we need to put it into psCharacter.cpp, and we can put it just after set action. I think could be a good place. Is no more. Sorry, here we have to add, by the way, this. APS character say. We said that this becomes an f string, right? An f string. This one becomes our APS character, and this one becomes a time t. All the rest stays the same. Now, obviously, we complain a lot about the code, like all the notify, we have to change again because the notify are not the way. So notify, oops, notify. I type it. Notify became something. Become something like this. We want to do it on log npc. Do we have a log npc? I don't remember. Let's check. I think we do, but let's just check. Inside psReal, we have a log npc dialog, which I think it's okay. Yes, I think we can use npc dialog. We can do private text and then like this. Yes. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm installing the Linux on the other machine. So we do this. Let's say, is IntelliSense already alive or not? No, it's alive now. It takes like 50 seconds. It takes like 50 seconds. So I think that all the get client num, I think we can just substitute them all like we did before, you know, with a dummy one for now. I don't want to spend time on this thing now. Okay, we can spend it later, but not now. So all these things become time t. All these ones become, so say text, we should do if not, we say if is empty. Right. We should say this one, I think, yes, we just put, let's just put for now was if fix me was like this, and for now we just put a random number, which is 1 in this case. Why doesn't like EID? New message. Why this new message is not reasoning with him? It's taking UN32 Sinam EID actor ID. This EID is undefined because probably was defined on the on the gem actor, but we don't need this. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. So for now, again, let's go dummy. Let's go dummy and who cares? No, I doesn't like the one because it's an unsigned int something. U int 32 underscore t. I mean, seriously, it's a number one. Doesn't like it, huh? As usual. Okay. No, doesn't like it. You in 32. What the fuck? What do you want, guys? Doesn't like me, huh? No. The problem is not this one. The problem is get name is the f string. Yeah. The problem is the f string because this thing doesn't take an f string, but it takes as usual the. I know what it takes. It takes the character pointer, right? We are always at the same point where these functions, yes, take, you say, const character pointer instead of f string, and so is messing up, you know, is messing up. Let's change all to f string. We will have to do it anyway, so let's do it now. And I mean, it's a bit of a pain to do it, but who cares? We do it. So let's see what else we have. What other else we have meanwhile? Okay, we have a lot of stuff, boys. Okay, this notify are the easy ones. I think we can just start to do this. Meanwhile, and this was log and PC dialog. Yeah, we have to go through this. I understand it's not very fun to say, but to watch, but whatever. We have to do this. We have to go through this conversion of this piece of this piece of source code, because this will execute. We'll try to execute a script, and our dialogues at the end are all made of scripts, right? What is this? Time delay, string length, f string. We need the length of this. Still so many errors. This, what doesn't like here? Q talk perception. One second. Q talk perception. This one doesn't like APS character. Okay, but this one I think is a dummy function, so it should be easy to change. Yes. Q talk perception is inside gem.h. Then gem.h is our dummy class, where we basically have all the functions that we didn't convert yet. So inside of this one we can do absolutely what we want. There is no bad side effect, you know. There is no bad side effect. Who get actor? This one I don't know if we have. Now we have to wait IntelliSense. We have to wait IntelliSense to get back alive. Come on. If I press F7, I think it does it maybe a bit quicker. I don't know, because he's trying to compile, and then he's probably doing the IntelliSense immediately. No, he's not. Okay. I think we just have to wait. Okay. It's compiling, boys. It's compiling. It doesn't like this. What is this who get actor actually? Who argument of type gem actor is, why we have this get actor in our this should be removed. I mean, get actor, we should never have get actor anywhere anymore. For us, the APS character is the truth, you know, is what we need. It is still complaining about it though. Get name, this is returning an F string. This I changed, this I changed, this I changed. So why is he complaining on me? Because it doesn't like this uint32 underscore t, something like this. Now it's complaining about this one. Seriously? What does he want? I don't understand. What does he want? He wants uint32t. Okay, then he wants an eid, which is another int, by the way. Then he wants f string, f string, f string. So I think this other one wants an eid. Can I cast it to it? I have no idea. And then he wants string string int bool. String int bool. String eid string. Now there's more than this. So this is the bool. There is the type. But this also became an f string. No, this is an int. There is an int, there is an f string, there is an int, there is an f string. So this one is the one that I think is messing up with, because why we have 0 here? Why we have 0? I mean, this cannot be a string for sure, right? This is basically the message. Did I change it? Did I change it? I mean, let me search the old code. Maybe I just put a 0 to... No, it's really 0. It's really 0 here. It's really 0. I'm a bit confused why is... Should be inside messages, right? Should be inside messages. Inside messages.h. I hate when IntelliSense takes like 30 seconds to come up with something. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Okay, it's messages.h. If I search inside the current document, yes, it's here. Right? So this is the constructor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth is the chat message. The fifth, okay? The fifth is the chat message. So, okay, we have only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But where was that? Sorry. Where was that? It was this. Okay, let's search for this. No. Inside this. No. Inside this. Oh my god, I don't remember where it was. Yeah, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, the say text is the message. The 4 is actually the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is actually the other. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we pass 0. But why is a string? We pass in the name of the character. Yeah, probably. We pass in the name of the characters. Wow. It's not a great idea though. I mean, what we are doing then, we are decoding the character name on the other side. I don't know, it's a bit weird that it's a bit weird that is a string, you know. This function create a PS message track given a chat text to send out. This would be useful. Unfortunately, we don't have the description of these parameters, which is a bit annoying, you know. So we don't know exactly what those parameters, how these parameters are used when we receive this message from the client side. But we can go and check, because there will be code that is decoding this, right? Chat so message chat type, yes. So the chat type is actually one of this. It makes sense. Makes sense. But the other character is always 0. The fourth parameter, for some reason, is always 0. Maybe we didn't use it then for real in server channel message. Trying to understand how it works, but you see the fourth parameter seems to be always 0. So I don't know. We can substitute 0 with okay, let's not get too crazy on this. Okay, so let's just put quote, so that meaning that you will probably like it, because he's expecting an f string. If he's expecting an f string, I think we have to do something like text, otherwise it's not liking it. Still not liking it. Oh my god, so bad. So uint32 we have, ed we have. This is an f string, okay. There is another f string. Well, it's actually a tchar pointer, but I think it's fine. Should be fine. There is an f string, which is the chat message. Then we have uint8t, and then a boolean. uint8t, uint8t. I don't know why we don't just convert everything to freaking int. Because here was when we were having the need to compact the bytes to send them over the network, and I think now we don't need this anymore, but we are still doing it somehow this way. Can I have this message go away? It's really annoying me now. Why is still complaining? What it doesn't like? What it doesn't like? Okay, this one we can just add. I will park that one for a bit because it's annoying me. I don't know why it's like this. Let's just add these two: send message delayed and send message, which I think we have to add anyway. Okay. Wow. This IntelliSense, huh? Why is taking so much time? This one is inside send message delayed. I think if we just search it, it's inside PS server. We find it kind of quickly. No? No, we don't. Get event manager should be inside event manager anyway. Entity manager, GM event manager. I don't know why if I click on this it takes forever to IntelliSense it. Okay, did it. This one is inside event manager. Did we port event manager already? I don't think so. We can put it inside. We have inside our gem though. We have it inside our gem. We have a net manager. Is net manager or is event manager? Here is event manager. Get net manager. Probably there were two. Yeah. There is net manager and get event manager. We have both, so it's fine. I think we can just add those functions. Send message we have in event manager. We have a send message, but we don't have the send message delayed. Right, which is just taking an additional parameter. So let's do it now. Let's just do event manager, go to definition. Let's put this again. These are all dummies, huh? These are all dummy functions just to be able to compile, and then we will have to go through probably each of those one by one and see what and decide what we want to do with those. Okay, so if you want to, yeah. Okay. Okay. So we go to net manager and we just add the other one, which is the send message instead of the send message delayed. Sorry, I stopped for a few seconds because I was looking at the other installation, how it was running, and it's running okay. There is a send message. It's very simple. It's just a boolean, and that's it. Right? Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Can we find this here? Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, we just implement it empty for now. Okay, so we should have removed quite few other bugs. I mean, not bugs, but compilation errors. We should have removed quite a bit. I would like to see that execute class getting actually, getting actually complete, getting actually compiled. If we reach that, means that we can execute scripts. We can then execute scripts, and if we manage to execute scripts, well, first of all, we will get our dollar player name translated, but then means that we have all the infrastructure to be able to send, for example, animations or messages or something like this, right? Which I think is good. Okay. We still have quite some errors though. We have one error here. Well, we have million errors. Why are all these million errors? In PS and PC dialog. Get character data is not a member of APS character. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, because now we substituted. Yeah, we substituted player with the gem actor. So everything is player get character data. We can just substitute with player, right? We can just substitute with player. We should be big careful in doing these substitutions, but okay, it was only three. It was only three of them. Now, yes, we have still few functions. They were defined also only on gem and PC. For example, here we have get char name. I think it should be get name or something like that. And then we have this isTrainer, which obviously is not applicable to players, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. We can just put this function as well into our isTrainer, get character data, go to declaration. It's just returning trainer info. Trainer info, get trainer info, different than null. So it is probably loading the trainer info into our NPC. I think we do this already though. I have no, I think we do. Do we have? Let me check if in our character we have trainer info. Because we are loading. Yes, we have. We have trainer info. Why then? Okay. So in the old code, the trainer info was on psCharacter as well. Ah, okay. Because we assume that maybe players can also be trainers. Yeah, maybe players can also be trainers. Could be. Okay. So it's fine. So we already have trainer info. The only thing we should do is to add back the function that check the each trainer. This function we have to add each trainer return whatever, right? This one we should add it. We should add it to psCharacter, and we should say that it's we should have it already though. It's already on psCharacter. So why is yeah, we have it. Why is complaining that? Because here is still the gem NPC. We still have a gem NPC here. Why we have gem NPC on this one? Yeah, also here. We still have some places where we have the gem NPC thingy. I think we should remove it once and forever. Let's remove it, boys. It's annoying to do, but I think if we don't do it now, we will never do it. So we have to do it. APS character. So everything becomes APS character here. Client doesn't exist anymore. So it basically becomes this. I think we can do it for all the current documents. Okay, it's only 2. That is nice. Let's do it also here. Exactly the same substitution. One only. Okay, only one. Okay. And it was also in a comment, but okay. Okay. Let me check if he likes it like this. Meanwhile, I reinstalled the freaking. Okay, still compiling. See if we get any errors. Did we get any errors or not? Yeah, we did. Obviously, I was like, okay, maybe we don't get errors, but no, we do. We do. Okay, get client num. We said that we don't care, right? We don't. We just don't care about it. So we just substituted with. Let's do a you fix me. Was target get client num, and for now we say just 1. Okay, because I think it's the easiest for now. Then we have, which other arrows we have? Unfortunately, we are in dictionary. Dictionary is something that was working before, but it's not working now because we are hitting the operations, and the operations are the ones that are executed when when there are, let's say, special answers, like the NPC gives you an item, the NPC is doing an animation and such, and all of that. Unfortunately, we didn't port yet, so we are porting it now. We are, let's say, not porting it, but we are making it compatible. So this action command, for example, doesn't exist at all. This action command, I guess in the old code, let me go and check it, is something that was on German PC or in German PC. So this is one of the few that we said that we will have to add, unfortunately, and I think that for now we're just gonna add it. Say that it was on German PC, right? And that's it. So we go on psCharacter.h. We search German PC because I think yes was original in German PC, and let me just put it here. Just put it here. Okay, we can say it was original in German PC. Okay, And what do we have to change? Well, the text potentially we need to change. This becomes a psCharacter, as you know already. This one becomes a time t, and this action command I think we can now port. Right? We can now port action command. Is it big? Yeah, it's not. It's not small. We need something, so we will have some work to do to actually make it, you know. So let's go to psCharacter.cpp. Yes, we can put it here after say. So we are adding. Unfortunately, we are adding errors at the moment, but we are adding errors because we are porting these new pieces. So it's fine. APS character, and this one is a time t. Okay, let's see what it does now. We have the notify. Notify we have to change. We can use the same text that we have here. Okay, so we do this, Is this act text a string? Is this act text an f string? Yes, it is. So we have to dereference it. And let's see. Let's compile for now and see what happens. Now we have another one here. Let me change it. We have another notify 2 here. Here. Okay. F7. Okay. Okay.